Hello everybody, and welcome to the brand new series of Digimon World DS. We are back, everybody. Digimon World DS is probably the first Digimon game I've ever done on my channel, but that was over 7 years ago when I was first starting out as a YouTuber. So because of that, we are going to be playing the game again. This time we're going to pick the female character just to be different. And we're going to enjoy the story without having terrible mic quality and other technical problems. Last time I recorded this was on my actual DS. This time we're going to be emulating it for HD quality, or at least the best quality we can get off of a DS game. So let us go. Looks like class is out and everybody's gone home. Oh, I can actually read that now. Calendar, June 6th. Oh, no, wait, it says June 15th. Oh, June 15th is an important day, but today is June 6th. Yeah, apparently there's some mysterious monsters on the computer, and a lot of humans are finding out about it. If they really are such thing, I want to see them with my own eyes. Yeah, let's go see if we can find these creepy monsters on the internet. On the Digi search, huh? What should I search? How about computer, mysterious, and monsters? By searching these three things, we found digital monster. What's this about? Maybe this is what they meant. Now let's try digital monster. That's like going on Google and searching Google. Need some time to search. Well, that's weird. Is something wrong with the server? Oh, I can see the Digimons! There they are! What? And those are all the starters in the game, funny enough. What the? Or at least you could pick those as your starters. I'm positive I saw an odd world with Digimons inside the computer. Are those the rumored monsters? I got a message. What? I got mail. Want to open the door to the digital world? It's funny. This is like a non-dramatic version of Kingdom Hearts opening. Are you going to open the door? Don't be afraid of the darkness. For where there's dark, there will be light. You will become that light. Now, do you want a shield, a sword, or a wand? I always pick the shield personally. Hey, we're in the digital world. Look at us, everybody. I just got transferred over. Where am I? I was at school just a second ago. Something's around my neck. What could this be? Doesn't seem like a mobile phone. I don't get it. What's going on? Good, let's get on to the next step. Sounds like someone's over there. Huh? What the heck is that? Listen up, I'll demonstrate a practice battle between CV-Angemon and Mamemon, so watch carefully. Heaven's Arrow! Smiley Bomb! Wow, that was awesome! You guys can't do those skills yet, but you'll eventually will learn as long as you digivolve like us. That's what digital monsters are about. Digital monsters? Those monsters are... Could they be the monsters everyone's been talking about? Let's review our lessons so far. What do we digital monsters, aka Digimon, turn into first after we're born, Koromon? We're born from Digi-Egg and go to in training, like us. That's right, next, it's like me, an Agumon, the rookie generation. After that, you'll digivolve into an even stronger Digimon, the champion generation. Then you'll become of the ultimate generation. And finally, you'll digivolve into the mega generation like me. Yep, on your screen is every form of Digievolution in the game. Except eggs, I guess. Every Digimon digivolves differently. I have a question. Yes, what is it, Tokomon? It's about digivolving. I'm not sure what to do. Basically just put some effort into it, but that alone isn't usually enough. Yeah, we digital monsters, I mean Digimon, need humans as tamers. We need them to raise us properly. Well, that's it for today. We'll continue next time. Yes, sir. Hey, so this, I am not gonna lie, everyone that's listening at home, if you ever want to get somebody into a Digimon game, this is the one I recommend. Digimon World DS is the most approachable, most well-done Digimon game that has its own formula. Getting on that pad must have done it. By the way, what were those Digimon saying something about humans? Maybe they'll be friendly to me, like they say in the rumors. Okay, I'm gonna follow them. You can't just recommend Digimon World 3 to somebody. They'll die in that game. That game is way too annoying, way too hard, and way too old, and there's so much stuff they have to understand, and you basically have to have a guide if you want to play that. Digimon World DS is completely different. It's a totally different world than where I was just a second ago, as long as you pay attention to the screen there, that is. Never seen you around. A different monster this time? Oh, come on, everyone says that. I'm not a monster, I'm a Terriermon. Well, whatever, no problem. By the way, you're new here, right? Welcome to the digital world. Digital world? So this is it? Yeah, that's right. This place is a world of different from yours, with lots of Digimon roaming around. And in this town, Digi Central is where the headquarters for human tamers is located. It's called Tamer Union. Tamer Union? That reminds me, those Digimon I saw did mention tamers. Let me explain. Tamers are people who are partnered with Digimon like us to guide and raise Digimon, and Tamer Union is where tamers go to get support from Digimon. So if I become a tamer, I can be friends with the Digimon? Yep, of course. Really? Then I want to go check out the Union. Okay, to go to the Union office, just go straight up this path. Got it, thanks. Good luck. Alright, welcome to the digital world. I hope this is the way to the Union. This is the way to the Union. Ow! Ow, watch where you're going. Oh, sorry. Aren't you a human? Of course I am. Do I look like a Digimon to you? Well, there really are other humans here. I'm relieved. Did you just get here? If so, that makes both of us. I'm Kazuya. Nice to bump into you. I'm Koops. Nice to meet you. Are there other people here as well? Of course, I think there are about 30. That's a very small number of people. That many? Oh, okay, apparently that's a lot. They're all tamers? Other than a few, most of them are. If you just got here, you probably don't even have a partner Digimon, nor a Digifarm. A Digifarm? What's that? That's what the DS did. Since we wanted to be different from Pokemon, we have Digifarms. Look at mine. I got a Sunamon, a Gabumon, and a Gaburimon. That Digimon looks happy. Oh, that one's a Gabumon. Just so you know, I like animal Digimon. As long as you keep Digimon in Digifarms like this, they'll grow up in no time. Wow, I also want a Digifarm. You have to register first as a tamer. Just go to the Union office. It's up ahead. Okay, I was just heading that way. Good luck to you. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Kazuya. You're all right for a guy that bumps into people. Well, hello, hello. Oh, there you are. You must be the new tamer prospect, Koops. Who are you? Are you a tamer? Oh, no, I'm not a tamer. No, okay, he's fine. How do you do? My name. When you looked into this world, your computer, you touched your monitor. Yeah, I believe I did. Through the computer monitor, I was able to gather your bioenergy data, and then I kidnapped you and put you in the digital world. That is why you've been called here. Since you're here, I assume you know a bit about Digimon in this world? Well, sort of, mostly rumors. I truly believe that Digimon and humans can coexist happily. That is what I want to find out. But in order to do that, I need your help. Will you lend me a hand? If I do, are you sure I could be friends with Digimon? Of course you can. It all depends on your efforts. I'll do it. Yeah, I don't care. If there's only like 30 people here, that means it's going to be real easy to become the #1 tamer. You literally, and let's say like 5 of them are staff. That's like 25 actual tamers. That's a really limited number. Oh, this room looks special. Oh, look at that. That's the guy that was talking earlier to all the little Digimon. What is your name? CV Angemon? Clavis Angemon, maybe? Hey, that's the Digimon that was teaching the others. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Oh, Professor Kagura. She must be Koops, the new tamer prospect. That's right. Quite promising. Welcome, Koops, to the Tamer Union. I'm the leader, CV Angemon. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Nice to meet you also. It's not coincidental that Professor Kagure has helped me bring humans to this place. This area in the digital world was created not too long ago. Therefore, many of the Digimon are still wild. That is why we wish to have tamers raise many noble Digimon and turn this place into a great place. I'm counting on you. Yeah, I understand. Raise lots of Digimon and aim to be the best tamer around. To measure how well you are doing, there are 5 ranks: normal, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. By going up in rank, you'll be able to increase the Digimon generations that will obey your commands in battle, chests that can be opened, and items that can be used, all by getting higher ranks. So try to move up in rank and try to become a platinum tamer. And the best tamer of all will be crowned Tamer King. I can become king of the tamers? In addition, a super rare Digimon will be provided as a partner. A super rare Digimon? What kind of Digimon is that? I can't tell you. You'll have to find out by becoming Tamer King yourself. Ah, so if I complete the Pokédex, I get a new starter. If I become Tamer King, I get a super rare Digimon. All right, thank you, Doctor. So, obviously, this is a game that's trying to introduce people into the digital world. So, as you can see, the intro is pretty long by considering other games. Hey, Agumon, let's head over there and register you as a tamer. First, let's transfer some farm data into the Digivice around your neck. Oh, so that's what it's called, huh? A Digivice. I own 2 Digivices in real life. Okay, all done transferring data. Huh? The Digivice is flashing. The transfer farm data in your Digivice sensed your powers and began activating. You're done registering now. Since you're a normal tamer now, Digimon up to Rookie will obey you. Yes, this is kind of like the Pokemon system of like traded Pokemon listening to you. In this game, you need to raise your rank in order to get higher level of Digimon to listen to you. Which I guess is also like Pokemon because like Ash's Charizard not listening, really after it evolved. Okay, now for the important part. The data of Digimon we'll encounter get collected into this Digivice. It's called the scan system. This is how you catch Digimon in the game, by scanning them, and after you scan enough of them, you can create one and they become one of your partners. Yeah, and you do all of this at the Digifarm. Can I get a Digifarm already? Unfortunately, not yet. You need to get used to being a tamer first. Are you serious? But how? What do I have to do? I'll introduce you to a partner Digimon so that you guys can go venture and gain experience as a tamer. Got it, I'll try. Okay, choose your first partner from these 3 Digimon. Your 3 starters. Tanamon, the insect plant Digimon. Koromon, the dragon Digimon. Sunamon, the animal Digimon. I did this in our first Let's Play, so we're not going to use Agumon again, sorry fans. This is probably my favorite one that I use in personal Let's Plays. And because I never use Sunamon, this will be the Let's Play where I actually decide to do it. I'm an attacker type Digimon, so I'm aggressive when it comes to battle. How about it, partner? Get in here, Sunamon, let's train. We'll be great together, Koops. Yep, I'm sure we will. Alright, Sunamon, I'm going to call you... Okay, you're basically just a Gabumon in waiting. I'm going to call you... Yeah... This is for a different Let's Play, but it makes sense here. You're Flipsy. Yeah. Because Garurumon does a lot of backflips in a different Let's Play. I'll be around, so if you need me, just let me know. Yep, so this guy will give you information, but I think we're finally going to start our Digimon journey. Yeah, who's calling me? It must be an observer calling. Observer? They're top Digimon who guide tamers. Return to the reader room now and meet the first observer. Okay, guys, time to go meet the first observer. And look, your Digimon follow you in this game. That's awesome. So yeah, this is the first DS game, which means Dawn and Dusk was the sequel to this game. And yet, as you will see as we go through the game, this game is much stronger than Dawn and Dusk in many ways. In fact, I highly prefer this game over Dawn and Dusk, except in one major category. But this is just the beginning. To be an excellent tamer, you must gain lots of knowledge and experience. From now on, your actions as a tamer will be observed and instructed at all times by an observer. Let me introduce you. I'd like you to follow his guidance and take various actions accordingly. Just be careful not to offend him. Yes, sir. Azulamon! They're all yours. Hey, that's a Digimon right there. Thank you. Greetings, Koops. We got to see Azulamon recently in the Digimon Survive series. Whoa, a dragon Digimon? Indeed, I am the observer of normal tamers, Azulamon. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, pleasure to meet you also. Before we begin, let me tell you about, there are different observers for each tamer rank. I am in charge of normal tamers, so until you become a bronze tamer, you shall abide by my instructions. The other observers, what kind of Digimon are they? That is still a secret. You'll find out as you go up in rank. Now for your first assignment, to go on as a tamer, you'll need a Digifarm. It's a necessity. Yeah, I agree. That decision will actually be made by me. Your assignment is to go back to where you started, the Data Forest. Get enough data to materialize one Digimon. If you succeed, I'll provide you with a Digifarm. Yes, sir. Your HP and MP will be fully restored when you return to Digi Central. In the beginning, you should return often. Let's see what you're made of. Okay, so basically there's no Pokemon Center. Just come back to this area, or just come back to the city in general. You don't have to come here. You can literally just come back in general. And look, we can start our adventure proper. A rare Digimon, only for a tamer king. Hope it's not as scary as a monster. But a Digimon is a monster, in a way. That's too funny. That's Santos right there. Don't worry about him. Terriermon, what's up? No problem with the gate system. Just get on, the system will activate. So this is the gate system, this green system here. Hey, wait up. Are you going to one of the fields? Yeah, I want to go to Data Forest. That address is already in your Digivice, so no problem. Address? Yeah, every field besides DigiCentral is on a different server, so in order to go to other fields, you need to have an address for it. How do you get the addresses? Oh, don't worry about that. Addresses to new fields are usually sent to your Digivice automatically when information for them becomes available. I see. Thanks for letting me know. Well, I'm going to Data Forest. Have a safe trip. Alright guys, our Digimon adventure has begun. We have a little Sunamon we need to train, and the Data Forest is the perfect place to train. Ah! Okay, who's in trouble? Huh? That voice. Oh, Kalamon. Hey, please help us. Oh, Kaburimon. Why don't you give up and become my prey? Hey, watch out, you two. Come here. Galmon got hurt helping me. He can't fight. I thought Kaburimon would be easy, and I let my guard down. Let me handle this, but wait, I'm not sure how to fight. Who in the world are you guys? It doesn't matter. I'll crush you all. This isn't good. What do I do? Is this your first battle ever? Yeah. Okay, I'll teach you how to battle. And Cooper knows how to battle. I'll teach you guys how to battle. Don't worry about this. All right, let's do this. Digimon battling Gaburimon, first opponent. Since it is technically a scripted battle, we do not get any scan data. You have 4 choices. We're going to choose fight. We only have 1 move, charge attack. It costs no MP and does 8 damage, or it has 8 effectiveness. That Gaburimon is a scripted loss, so don't worry about it. All right, we've defeated Gaburimon. Well, I lost. How'd you lose to that guy, Galmon? At one point, I wasn't so sure. You did pretty well for your first time. By the way, what's your name? I'm Coops. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for saving us. I want to give you a gift in exchange. I know, I have scan data for a Poyamon. I'll give it to you. Really? Thank you. I got Poyamon scan data. Oh, by the way, I'm actually a battle helper at the Union office. If you have any questions about battles, you can come and ask me anytime. Okay, thanks. Well, I'm heading back to DigiCentral. What about you, little Kalumon? You okay? It's my Digivice. What is it now? No need to be concerned. It is I. I'm contacting you from that room in the Union office through your Digivice. I see. Looks like you got the data for 1 Digimon. As promised, I grant you a Digifarm. Yeah! Coops, you got a Digifarm? I want to repay you for earlier. I'll help you, Coops. Really? I'll be at your Digifarm from now on, and then I'll let you know if anything happens. Is that okay, Azulamon? Good idea. That'll be safer. Also, understand. I grant you special permission. Yeah, we got a Digifarm and a Digimon to take care of it. Funny enough, in the other game, you basically had like a Gatomon take care of you in Dawn and Dusk. Off to DigiCentral. All right, almost done with the tutorial, guys. Don't you worry. This is more for new players because this game came out and it was intended to be like, oh, baby's first Digimon game. So the tutorial is a little extensive, as you can see, but don't worry, we're gonna make this a long episode to make up for it. Oh, that's no problem. Just go in the right circle. So yeah, getting to your farm gate is a simple process. All you got to do is go to the circle that is pink. This looks magenta-ish, right? Yeah. There we go. Let's go on this one. And then we can go to our farm. Welcome back. Let's get started, Coops. Do you know how to use your Digifarm? Yeah, I already know how. If you want to ask about the farm, ask Agumon at the Tamer Union. He should have all the answers. Since you have scan data for Poyamon, let's Digiconvert. Yep, I think that'd be a good idea. That's right. So they're warning you right now, after you convert a Digimon, it's really important to read what they're saying because it can be a little confusing for new players. After you Digiconvert a Digimon, they go to your Digibank, which is not your main party. So you need to change them from Digibank to your maid party, which is what Kalamon just said. But I'm going to show you how to do that on screen. Yeah, I have a favor to ask of you. Yes, what is it? Gabumon, one of the Union staff, has gone to Data Forest and hasn't returned. Something might have happened to him. I want you to go to Data Forest and look for him. Gabumon, right, understood. I'm counting on you, and also, don't forget to name your Digifarm. Alright, I usually neglect my Digifarm, so I'm going to call this... Oh, I can only use 5 letters? Wow, that's a... You know what? I'm going to call this the Des Farm. This is where you raise your Des koalas, your Des kangaroos, and all that. So, I'm going to show you guys. Go to Digimon. Go to DigiConvert. We only have the scan data of one Digimon. We own a Sunamon. We've seen a Gaburimon, but we didn't get any scan data. We have Poyomon, so we are going to DigiConvert it. We only have 100% scan data, so we're going to get the least amount of stat boosts, which is none, basically, and probably a bad growth type and personality, most likely. So, we got an Aquean Digimon. This is a fish Digimon, essentially. And by getting in that scan data, we are a scared personality with an early growth type. So maybe it just affects the personality. Okay. And as you can see, our stats did not change. If you have extra scan data, your stats will change. I am not going to give Poyomon a nickname, which might sound a little rude, but I can already tell you I am not a fan of Poyomon. I am not a fan. I don't hate it in every Digimon game, but this one specifically, I'm not a fan. So now that we've Digi-converted, you might think, oh, they're in my party. No, they're not. They're in the Digibank. So you go to the Digimon list, you click on them, you change location to party, and now. I feel like that's way too extra. They really shouldn't have done that, but it's the first of its kind, so I understand. All right, there we go. We now have 2 Digimon. Yeah, your Digimon follow you in this game, which is really cool. So, we are now going to go do a main quest. This is no longer technically tutorial. This point forward, you can actually die. So, let's go ahead and truly begin our Digimon adventure. Just like all Digimon games, the encounter rate is everywhere. There's not grass like a Pokemon game. As you see, we saw our first Poyomon and we scanned it. We scanned 15% of it. So, we're going to let our Poyomon attack it. It did pretty good. So Poyomon is faster than our Flipsy, the Sunamon, but Sunamon definitely hits harder. Yes, just slightly harder, but it does hit harder. And by doing that, we're going to gain some experience, which will help us gain levels. And that will become more important in the future. Right now, let's just enjoy being a little Sunamon and a little Poyomon. Since it's early in a Digimon game, it might be recommended for you to look around to see if you want to catch any other Digimon. Since we're only finding Poyomon right now, there technically isn't a new Digimon to catch. And if you didn't want to Digi-convert your Poyomon, you can keep scanning more here, and then you can create a Digimon that has a higher scan rate, which will make it better in the end. Me personally, I've never really cared about scan rates, I just care about getting a Digimon. So now that we've made it to level 4, which by the way, every time you level up, you get all your MP back and fully heal. It's awesome. That's one thing I really like about these games. You get to fully heal and get all your MP back. So you don't have to keep going back to a store using items. But now that we leveled up, we're going to check our Digimon. You're going to click on your Digimon, and then you're going to choose Digivolution Route. And we're going to see how long it takes to get to a rookie form. Because our starter is Sunamon, that also means we have 3 forms we can become. We can become a Gabumon at level 7. We can become a Gawamon at level 8 if we have 70 attack at least. Or we could become a Dracmon at level 12 if we have 700 dark experience. Different experience types are things we're going to find along the way. Right now, we've only fought Poyomon and Gaburimon, so we only gained Aqua experience and Animal experience. The things you kill will give you a certain experience type, which is actually very important. So let's go over here and let's see what's going on. Betamon! That's a water Digimon I actually don't hate. Poyomon, I don't like what you become, so I'm not a fan. We will only keep you in the party as long as we have to. For those of you that are curious about Poyomon, I guess I should have at least showed you. I'll show you after this. I'll show you what Poyomon can become since, even though I don't like the Digimon, I'm sure some of you guys do. Do not hate me, I just don't like a lot of water Digimon or a lot of bird Digimon. But in this Let's Play, I'm going to try and use a water and maybe a bird Digimon to make up for that fact. Just to get over my prejudice, but we'll see. I might hate them even more. Alright, so Poyomon, for raising this Digimon, it becomes Gomamon. I don't like Gomamon, and it becomes Gomamon level 9, so that's going to take forever. I don't like Gomamon. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do. It's not for me. Marching Fishies is funny, but that's about it. Crabmon, which I don't mind Crabmon, but it takes a long time to make a Crabmon. Or Kamemon, which I don't mind Kamemon as much either. They're not amazing, but they're fine. But Kamemon is level 22 and needs 1,000 Aqua experience, so that's going to take forever. But don't worry about that. You could always get those forms later. So let's continue our adventure. I'm glad I found Betamon, because I actually do like Betamons in most Digimon games, because they usually have the line that is the only one I like, the only water Digimon I really like. So looking at this, we're going to fight a Sunamon. For those of you playing this game alongside of me, you might not have found a Sunamon in the wild here. That is because Sunamon is one of the Digimon you can find in the wild in the first area, but only if you picked Sunamon as your starter. If you picked Tanamon, you'll find Tanamon here. If you picked Koromon, you'll find Koromon here. So, yeah. That is just me giving you a little basic tip on what you're going to find. Betamon is more what we're looking for. The more Betamons we find, the better. But since it is a rookie-level Digimon, it's faster than our Flipsy, and Flipsy might suffer because of it. I'm a little surprised that Gabumon is not a speedy Digimon, but then again, we are in training form, so maybe it becomes more speedy as we evolve, and it starts out kind of slow. Because when I think of a Garurumon, like a wolf, I think it's going to be fast. But maybe I'm just wrong. Alright, we learned a new move, Frothy Spit, which will be more powerful. Just like in Pokemon games, you learn new moves when you level up. Is that a Gabumon? Oh, what do I do? What should I do? Aren't you Gabumon of the Union Staff? Yeah. What's the matter, man? I came looking for you since you took so long. I'm the Union's equipment staff. Equipment staff? I'm in charge of weapons, armor, and accessories that Digimon equip. I recently got some new items in stock, but I dropped one while transporting it, an armor called Bronze Plate. I was taking it back to Central. What should I do if it's not here? It must be back at that place. Okay, let's go back and check. But Ogremon are known to appear in that area, so it's very dangerous. Oh, I got it. What's that? Why don't you go get it for me? What, me? I'm a brand new tamer. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Here, let me just open this up. Here's a shortcut. I appreciate it. I guess I'll be going. Yeah, no, we're not. Guys, he's talking about an Ogremon. If you know Digimon, Ogremon isn't like Betamon here. Ogremon is a level above it. Ogremon is a champion-level Digimon. Now, in this game, Ogremon is considered a very weak champion-level Digimon, almost like a bug in Pokemon games, because it evolves really early. As you can see with Frothy Spit, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, it is actually an attribute move. This is a water-type move, and some Digimon are strong or weak against water. Unlike Digimon World 3 with tolerances, this game, a Digimon will be weak to one specific type and strong against one specific type. They do not have and then everything else it has the same defenses against. It does normal damage. So it's like Pokemon if everything was only weak to one thing and strong against one thing. One resistance and one super effective. That's it. So when I'm looking at Betamon, I assume they are strong against water. That is my guess. However, if you're curious about like what they're weak against, it is most likely, based on this game's logic, it's probably machine. So if you have a machine style attack, it would probably do more to Betamon. So right now, we're going to do a little bit of grinding before moving forward. If you watch the first Let's Play of this game, I did move forward a little bit, and you can find different Digimon up ahead. Right here, we're finding Betamon, which I really like, because ooh, this one's fast. This is a fast Betamon. Outsped both my guys. I'm thinking about training Betamon. I think I want one for my team. They're really cool little guys, and they have awesome evolutions. Typically, some games give them bad evolutions, but this game, I know for a fact, gives them awesome evolutions. So we're going to go for them. Plus, this is good grinding for our guys before we fight our first boss battle. And our first boss battle, as you heard from Gabumon, will be against a champion-level Digimon. So prepare for that. Sunamon. So since I'm about to destroy Sunamon, which is myself, we are going to be able to get some animal experience. And funny enough, if you scan enough data, you technically... Because once you have at least 100% data on something, you technically can totally train more than one Gabumon or more than one Digimon of the same type. Like, I can have an army of starter Digimon if I wanted to. but they would all be the same starter. Of course, you can get the other starters in this game too. They just appear a little bit later. So, yeah. They're just going to appear a little bit later. The easiest one to get is the plant Digimon. So if you like Tanamon and you don't want to pick it as your starter, you could still get it really early on in the game. I would say you can get it within 1/4 of the game's completion. So extremely early. And this is a pretty short game, so main story-wise. It's a short game. Don't even think about the side quest. That makes it a lot longer. I'm still looking for more Betamons. I want to get one on my team. Poyomon, not so important. We're not going to stand another Poyomon. We're just using them for experience, which is pretty important in the long run. So if anything, this series is going to be a lot like Digimon World 3, where we're walking around and we're trying to get that experience to level up our guys early on. And then after that, it becomes a straight shot where we're just going to go for story stuff, unless we need a certain type of experience, because sometimes our evolutions will be blocked off by a certain type of experience, and we'll go somewhere just to pick some up. There we go, there's Betamon. We need 4 more. If we can find 4 more Betamons, we can add them to our team, which would be really nice. Of course, if I wanted it to be a little bit stronger starting out, you could also just find more and more and more until you... Whoa, that hurt. Until you max out their scan data, which would be 999. Technically, if you have scan data of about 200, then your Digimon's pretty much guaranteed to be really good. And anything above 200 is just really nice too. But me personally, I've never cared about having a low starting Digimon. I don't mind if I have bad EVs or IVs when I play a video game. Like if I'm playing Pokemon or something. So I don't mind if you do too. Or technically if you have a bad nature, which in this game would be considered personality. Although we might have to go back soon simply because these Betamons have been outspeeding us and we've been taking damage. Surprisingly. Although we are almost to rookie form, Flipsy is feeling good. We have defeated the Betamon. I wish they would actually drop something we can use, but yeah. I guess leveling up does fully heal us, so that works out too. Just keep finding Betamon. Maybe I should fish in the ocean. If I stand near the ocean... Ah, damn it, just a Sunamon. If I stand near the ocean, maybe I'll find more. If you guys have noticed, every time we scan Poyomon or Sunamon, we get 15% scan data. That is because, depending on the Digimon level you are seeing and the rank you are, right now we are a normal rank tamer, so an in-training Digimon like Sunamon or Poyomon will be scanned at 15% rate. A rookie Digimon like Betamon will be scanned at 10% rate. Here's another 15%er. And that will always stay the same until we raise our tamer rank. And as long as we're normal rank, it'll always be that much percentage. And as long as we're... What do you call it? Yeah, as long as we're looking at these two types of Digimon in training and rookie, that's how much we'll get. If you look at something stronger than this, like a champion, you might only get like 5% scan data, which means you'd need to find 20 champions. Hey, Coops, how's everything? I'll send over a farm report. Don't bother. I know a lot of people like the farms. Personally speaking, I find them to be slightly annoying. And I know they reuse this farm mechanic in future Digimon games known as Cyber Sleuth, which I know they're pretty handy, but they're just not for me. Especially when Kalomon wants to call me about it. No, I don't think I'll ever review the farm report. Not until it actually matters to me. And it probably won't. If you're curious when you're going to get a farm report, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, which is where you should be able to see the screen, the farm screen, there's going to be a D, and that D will fill up with light, and when that D's fully filled up, then that's when you'll get your farm report. Please attack Flipsy. Leave my Poyomon alone. Damn it, Poyomon, you don't need to be taking this damage. I do pity you. But we've almost caught ourselves a Betamon. This is basically our method of catching a Betamon, since I really want to use one for my team. Ugh, almost there, almost there. We'll get there. Of course, you don't really have to do this much grinding that we're doing. I'm doing it because I'm catching a Digimon. I expect if you were playing a Pokemon game, you would do the same thing. Just since Digimon's a little more tedious than Pokemon games, instead of being like, oh, imagine if everything was an Abra. Imagine if every Digimon you ever wanted to catch was an Abra and you keep throwing Pokeballs and it just keeps teleporting. Except in this game, you're guaranteed to get it on the 10th teleport. Hey, at least Sunamon drops HP chips. I think every enemy in the game has a chance of dropping an item. Every single enemy. I don't know the items exactly, but I might remember. If I do, I might put it on screen. If not, then so be it. But I might remember what they drop. Or we might just happen to see them, like how we got an HP Chip S from Sunamon. Again, this experience will come in handy in the long run, because if we can get to our rookie form, it'll make the boss battle much easier. Much easier. Alright. Hey, have you seen any Betamons? There they are. 90%. One more and we're heading back. One more Betamon and we will be going back, everybody. That way we can leave. And right now, we do not have a mechanic. It's just like Digimon World 3. We don't have a mechanic where we can teleport back. But unlike Digimon World 3, this is a game where you can buy items that instantly take you back home. Thank God for that. It's just we don't have it yet because it's the tutorial almost. Well, it's not anymore the tutorial. It's the first mission of the game, so we don't really have items yet. There we go. Last Betamon. Betamon, welcome to the party. We're going to go Digiconvert you immediately. I use Betamons in a lot of fan games. I've played a few fan games on my channel of Digimon, and Betamon, anytime I see one, I always try to go for it. There's also a Madoki Betamon, which I don't typically go for, but if that's your thing, there is a different form of Betamon. It's like a little yellower, it has a lighter tint to it, instead of just being a flat green. Alright, let's get out of here. At least the encounter rate's not insane when you're trying to leave. Hey, Terriermon, I got more conversion data. So now we're going to go convert. Yeah, do you see the D in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen? Oh, I guess you can't anymore, but when it fills up, that's when you're going to get a farm report. So let's go to Digiconversion. Here are the Digimon we've seen. We've seen a Poyamon, a Sunamon, and there are Gaburimons in that area, but they're one area further where Gabumon opened up that path. So if you want a Gaburimon on your team, you go over there. However, Gaburimon is much rarer. It's the rare find in that area. So getting 10 is difficult, which is why in my first Let's Play, when I raised a Gaburimon, it was really hard to get it. Alright, this will be our Aquean Digimon, the Betamon. And I'm excited to use them because they're already in rookie form. They're an MP-style Digimon, they got a cool personality, and they grow really early. Okay. Betamon, since I actually plan on using you, I'm gonna call you... I'm gonna call you... You know what? I know who I want. You're Mako. I'm gonna call you Mako. Really easy name to get. Really cool guy. And don't forget, after you convert someone, it's very easy to forget. Go to your Digimon bank, go and put them in your party. Okay. I know you guys might have been noticing, but do you see how there's like a +5 and a +10 on some of these Digimon? That's because they all have things called traits. Digimon traits are special things they gain. My Digimon has the trait Psychic 2. Think of them kind of like abilities in Pokemon. Psychic 2 gives me 10 Spirit, so I get 10 more special attack because of this trait. Also, this is Spirit up 2. If this Digimon is in the middle of 2 of your other Digimon, it buffs your other Digimon's Spirit stat by 2. Now, the difference between physical and special attacks, I've played this game enough times and I still don't exactly know the difference. I guess I'll show you guys when we actually have more special attacks instead of just being babies. Whoops, this is not what I meant to do. Well, we could see that later. I guess if you guys pause the screen, you get a little spoiler on the Digi-evolutions we can go for. How do I change order again? It's like, it's a reorder is triangle? It's triangle. Okay. Or X if you're playing this on an actual DS. So by putting my Betamon in the middle, this Digimon and this Digimon have gained extra spirit in battle. And every Digimon has that trait that gives their friends extra stats. Typically, the one you want in the middle will be extra speed. Extra speed is busted. But not always. But extra speed is usually busted. So now we have a Betamon in the party, and they're going to help us destroy everything we run into. Because they're a rookie, they're going to just plow through everything. And you can tell by their stats, 93 HP, 115 MP, they're more of a special attacking Digimon. Flipsy, our Sunamon, has way more HP than MP, which shows you they're more of an aggressive Digimon. And Poyamon is balanced. They have a little HP and a little MP. Nothing crazy in either direction. So, now that we have our third team member, I'm willing to continue. If you didn't want a third team member, I say they help early on and you could just drop them from the team later. So I still recommend you add them. But if you don't want to raise them, you don't have to. Maybe you'll find a Digimon you like later. But the Digimon you can find in this area are your starter Digimon, Hoyomon, Betamon, Gaburimon is in the next area we're about to go to. And those are the only Digimon I believe you can find at this point in the game. If you come back to this area later on, there might be more Digimon you can find. But right now, the only other Digimon you can find in this extra area here would be Gaburimon. So if you want a Gaburimon, you can come over here. So let's see if we happen to find one. No, we're not. It's still going to be unlikely. We can scan another starter Digimon if we wanted. If we wanted 2 Sunamons, we can have 2 Sunamons. I'm going to just destroy this one, though. Goodbye, Sunamon. Hoyomon, go ahead. Once Mako learns a special attack, this fight's over, because everyone just has their basic moveset since they're just freshly converted. But eventually, it won't be like that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a chest over here. We're going to go open that up. I got a revive! Oh, wow. Giving us a revive this early in the game is kind of crazy. I don't even think Pokemon starts... Well, old Pokemon games start you this with that many revives. You kind of just go in. Yeah, so right now, our Betamon is technically weak because they don't have any special attacking moves. They're just using Charge. Frothy Spit, I think, is a special attacking move, so Poyomon and Flipsy there have a decent attack. Oh, speaking of Flipsy, I think they're 1 level away. Now, this area probably has a higher encounter rate for Gaburimon, so this is where you can find Gaburimon easy. Well, not easy, but with a higher odds, because look, in this area, it's a tougher area, so they spawn more enemies. Technically, we could have just came over here instead, but I just wanted to get a Betamon real quick. So now we are going to destroy them. Alright, Poyomon, I'm going to let you hit this one. And then the Betamon, I believe since it's an Aquean Digimon, if I use Frothy Spit, it won't do as much damage. But since it has 15 effectiveness, it might still do more than, like, I'd say we normally do like 40. It does do more, yeah. Not enough to kill it, though, so there's really no point. Still good to see that. Alright, Betamon, Mako Tsunami. Let's go. Okay. Hey! Our guys hit level 7, which is a very important level for one of them. So, guys, we are now going to go to our Digimon list. We are going to go to our Sunamon specifically, and we're going to go on a Digivolution route. Now, the route you choose first actually matters. Until you get 1/4 into this game, you cannot fix the Digimon route you go onto. So you're going to be stuck on the route you choose for at least 1/4 of the game. So if you want a Galmon, just wait 1 more level and you can get it, because 70 attack is not a hard thing to do. Personally, I don't mind, and you can always get them later. If you choose one path, you can always get the other path later. Personally, I actually do like Gabumon. He's a solid 5 out of 10 for me. He's just fine. So press the X button or triangle button and then click Digivolve. And then your Gabumon, or your Sunamon, will Digivolve into a Gabumon, and you can see what stats are going to go up. Not speed, a little spirit, a little defense, and a lot of attack. But also, your aptitude will go up, which means how high your maximum level can go. So if I grinded forever, the highest level Sunamon could have been is level 10. Which means we never would have got Dracmon anyway. But now, since I've Digivolved, the highest level we can go is level 18, which is really good. And also, this might sound crazy for Digimon Dawn and Dusk fans, this game does not punish you for Digivolving or degenerating. Gabumon is level 10 right now, and you can now see champion forms. If we want a Garurumon, we need to be level 18 and somehow get 120 attack, which is a lot. So in 8 levels, we have to have 120 attack to evolve. Not counting bonuses, which, by the way, looking at our traits, we have Powerful 1, which we got from our baby form. Your traits carry over, by the way. This is the most important part of the game. You can have up to 4 abilities, and you get to keep your baby form's abilities. And now we have crit rate up. Higher crit rate and plus 5 attack. Also, if we put Gabumon in the middle, all of our Digimon do get plus 2 attack. And that is 100% worth, because we don't really have special attacks right now. So we are going to put Gabumon in the middle. That way your charge attack and your charge attack do well. Or if I make you use Frothy Spit, I make you use Frothy Spit. But look, yeah, they're a Digivolve. They're a freaking Gabumon now. If I get any information wrong, I apologize, guys. I am a casual. I'm not... I just played this game a lot. So if I get something wrong, I apologize. If I got the information wrong, I'm doing my best. I'm not trying to feed you guys false information. What are you doing here? I'm sorry. I'm just looking for something. Is what you're holding it? If you found it here, it's mine. This is Gabumon's. Shut up. Anything in my territory belongs to me. If you say no, I'll take it with force. Oh no, do we have to fight? Champion battle, first boss battle of the game. Ogremon! And since it's a scripted, well, not scripted, since it's a boss battle, you don't get any scan data, sadly. First, I have increased the attack of all my Digimon by having Flipsy in the middle, so let's see how much damage our charge can do to an Ogremon. Pretty good. Frothy Spit, since it costs 15, is probably still better, but we might try charge if this doesn't do that much. Oh, that did so much. Oh, he's gonna die immediately. Oh, we learned a new move. We have Karate Punch now. 28 damage. Get wrecked. 90 damage. Okay, well, there's your first boss. Yeah, you could just run up and fight him. If you do, though, with only 2 Digimon, well, with only 1 Digimon, he'll kill you. If you try to fight him with just a Sunamon and you didn't grind at all, he'll kill you. If you try to do it with just Poyamon and Sunamon, you didn't grind at all, you just ran up to him, he probably will still kill you. If you do what we did and we tried to scan extra Digimon, you'll be fine. So let's go back to Gabumon and do this. So we made Ogremon look like a joke, but that's because I know about the game. If you're walking up to him and you didn't do any grinding, and you just went straight to him, the fight was probably very difficult for you. Especially if you didn't know about scanning, getting Digimon out of your Digifarm, which when I was a kid and I first got this game, I didn't. I didn't pay enough attention, so I got confused, and then I had to go back and I had to figure it out, because I was like, wait, I want to use more Digimon than just my freaking Agumon. I picked Agumon if you're curious. Than my freaking Agumon. And then I did, and it was great. Oh yeah, we have another new move. We have Straight Punch. Straight Punch is a move that only does 3 damage, so it sounds really bad, but it hits 2 areas. So you can hit 2 Digimon at once, which is really good. I'm still going to use Karate Punch because it just feels good. It just feels good to do a little karate. Alright, let's get that Beast and Aquien experience. That's basically the only experience you're going to get here, is Beast and Aquien. Or if you picked a Plant Digimon, or a Plant starter, then Plants and Aquien and Animal, or Beast. Or if you picked Koromon, you'll get Dragon, Animal, and Aquien. Hey there, Betamon. I'm just looking for Gabumon. Can you get out of my way? Mako, you want to charge at him now that I'm buffing you with Flipsy? Oh, and if you're curious, Flipsy is getting buffed by the other 2 characters. So let's say Mako is giving Flipsy 2 extra special attack, and Poyamon is giving Flipsy an extra 1 special attack as well. So Flipsy's getting buffed both ways, but he's buffing everyone else both ways. Hey, look, I got a Gabumon just like you. Here you go, I found it. Wow, thank you. Now I can go back to Central. Hey, as a token of my gratitude, I'll give you this bronze plate. Really? My job is to give equipment items to tamers. I'm supposed to charge you bits, but this time it's free of charge. Thank you, you're so generous. That bronze plate is probably going to be pretty important, so I'm glad I got it. You got a bronze plate. Well, I'm going back to Central. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the D in the corner's filled up. We're going to get a farm report. Okay, I will. Thanks, Gabumon. Oh, what a great day. We should get back to the Digifarm. Yep. And since this area is so small, getting back to the Digifarm isn't too bad. No, Colomon, stop calling me. I don't want to hear your reports. I just want to go home. Oh, wait. Since we got that new item, I'm going to show you guys how to equip an item. Since Gabumon is our starter and happens to be level 10, we're going to go to the Equip menu, we're going to go to the Armor menu, and we're going to show him the Bronze Plate. If you have a Digimon that is level 10 or higher, they can wear the Bronze Plate. Luckily, Flipsy the Gabumon fits that. And if you look at the corner of the screen, his defense went up +8, which is perfect. So we just get a bonus there. And we'll get into more stats in future episodes. This was the tutorial episode, so I'm just giving you a quick rundown. But we are going to go back to town at the very least. We want to be like, hey guys, we succeeded. I saved Gabumon. We defeated an Ogremon, which is very easy unless you run into that fight, not, without actually doing anything. If you just run straight to that fight with your level 5 Sunamon and your level 5 or 4 Poyamon, you're probably going to die. I mean, maybe if you use items, you might be okay. Nah, he'd probably kill you. Especially if you have straight punch, he'll probably kill you. We didn't even let him attack, so we didn't get to see it, but like I said, that fight, he can actually do some decent damage. Or does he have gyro punch yet? Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of moves I got to teach you guys in this game or get you information on. We're back! So now that we've made it back, we go to the Digifarm, just like they said. And by going to the Digifarm, it should continue the story. Every time you're confused on what you need to do next, go to the Digifarm. The Digifarm is almost always the answer. So if you're playing this game way ahead of me and you're like, Cooper, I don't know where to do, I don't know how to continue the story, like nobody's given me a new quest, go to the farm. The farm almost always starts up the story again. Coops, welcome back. Hi, I'm back. I'd better get to raising my Digimon. Oh, it's a call from Azulamon. Well done searching for Gabumon. Yeah, thanks very much. I think it's about time for you to go to the next rank, Bronze Tamer. Already? What do I need to do? To become a Bronze Tamer, the Digimon have to accept you as a Noble Tamer. A Noble Tamer? Yes, but this is all I can tell you. Just think and act on your own. I'm sure you can do it. I trust you. A Noble Tamer? What do I have to do? Coops, is something bothering you? How can I become a normal tamer? Well, let me tell you something important. Huh? Do you know of a good way? Some Digimon that you're raising now will have a favor to ask you. So ask them what they want and try to fulfill what they ask you to do. Okay, I understand. While we're on the subject, I actually have something to look for. A tasty Digicake on my way here. It just so happens that I found out that there might be a Digicake at Training Peak. You want me to get that Digicake? Yes, I would appreciate it. I just sent the address to Training Peak to your Digivice. Okay, I got it. I'm there. So I know what you guys are thinking. Cooper, you make fun of Digimon Dawn and Dusk for making you go on side quests. And you know what? Next episode, and it's like, Cooper, all you're doing is getting a cake. Like, that's a side quest. That sounds horrible. Next episode, I'm going to show you why this game is awesome. Every quest that seems like it's going to be mundane is really story important, character driven, or just, you know, is actually awesome. So, next episode, we're going to be going to Training Peak with our current team of Betamon, Gabumon, and Poyomon, who will probably be kicked off the team. Eventually. I'll see you all then. Please remember to like and subscribe, and just thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are happy to be back in the digital world of Digimon World DS, the only game I would say recommend it to your friends. This is an easy game to pick up, and if you get lost anywhere, I'm here. I got your back. All right. Bye, guys.